We're going to start our cumulative review today. Um, the next few slides next to this will have the pages that you can actually do that, but I will explain to you how to do those pages. Now, if you would like a paper copy from your teacher, you can pick one up at the EIS office, and that might be easier for you, and then you could do it while you listen to this, but that's optional, and so it's up to you how you want to do this. But we're going to start with this first page, and number 1 says write a multiplication number sentence for this array. So right here you would write the number sentence for this array. And then it says draw an array to match this number sentence. So a cumulative review is basically a review on everything that we have learned so far. So you are going back and reviewing. So you should be able to make an array that matches this number sentence. Down here, number 3, you are going to figure out what number is missing. Something times 3 is 12. 5 times something is 25. 10 times something is 30. Then number 4, Carlos was solving this problem. 30 divided by 5 equals 6. He asked himself 5 times what number is 30? Then he knew the answer. How did he figure out his answer? You already figured out the answer. You just have to say, how did he figure that out? What did he do to figure out the answer to this problem? Then number 5, there's the rule. So you're going, a number comes in at 2, you're going to times it by 3 and put the answer here. A number comes in at 4, you're going to times it by 3, you put the answer here. Something times 3 is 15. 6 times 3 is what? And then you make your own number, hopefully lower than 10 or below, that they haven't used. Something times 3 is what? Then down here we're doing rounding. We've been doing rounding. So you take this number 381 and you round it to the nearest 10 right here. Remember, just because you're doing to the nearest 10, which would be the 881, you still have to put the 3 in there. So you would be writing 380 because 81 is closer to 80 than 90. So you look at the tens place. Then you round it to the nearest 100. So you look at 381 and think 300 or 400. And 381 is closer to 400. So you would write 400 here. So here on all of these, you round to this number over here to the nearest 10, then to the nearest 100, to the nearest 10, to the nearest 100, to the nearest 10, to the nearest 100. Then down here it wants you to explain, how did you get 381 to the nearest 100? That was this first one. How did you figure that one out? And you have to explain. EDM Online, Everyday Math, is a lot of how did you get your answer. So number 7 is Jesse went for a walk at 2:15. He walked until 2:50. How many minutes did he walk? Show your work. So they want you to show your work. If you do not show your work, that is a point off. So make sure you show your work. You may use a clock or draw an open number line. So if you use a number line, you're going to draw your number line right here to show how you did it. Or if you used a clock, you can say, I used a clock. And that way I will know that you used a clock. And then put your answer here. Then number 8, you are looking at a bar graph. You are answering these questions about this bar graph. Number of children, favorite ice cream flavor. Remember, when it's halfway between 40 and 50, halfway, there's no number here. So you are looking and saying, oh, halfway between 40 and 50 would be 45. So remember, that would be 45. Now, some of these, if it says how many in all, we know that we add them all up. How many more means that you're going to subtract the chocolate from the vanilla. How many more children voted for strawberry and mint? So you're going to add strawberry and mint and then subtract from vanilla. And then here you're going to explain how you got your answer for number C, for this one right here. You're going to explain, I did this, then I did this, and explain how you got your answer. So that is the cumulative review. Again, you can write directly on the slides and put your answer there. Type them out or try your best to get your answer, or you can take a picture and try to do it that way. You can also get a paper copy from your teacher. You just have to reach out to them so they can make sure that the paper copies are waiting for you. All right, I hope you do this review, because if you do this review, it is very similar to the real thing, the real assessment, and you should be able to do a really good job and have a good grade.